This camera is really good and I'm going to explain why. After trying several Dashcam type cameras, this one has some features that have surprised me. One of them, I'll tell you right away, has full color night vision inside the cabin. It records in full color at night inside the cabin. And compared to other cameras I've had the chance to try, the others left a lot to be desired. The image quality, the resolution, the video just wasn't that good at night inside the cabin. With this one, you'll notice how good it is. Plus, there are 3 cameras, one front, one rear, and one inside the cabin, all working and recording at the same time. That's something important. And they also provide a really good surveillance service. This is the Redtiger F17 Elite, and it's the accessory I'm going to talk to you about today. Welcome. And in this video, I'm going to show you how the camera works, a bit about the installation, although I should mention that this vehicle is a test unit intended for the automotive press and journalists, so I can't do a permanent connection or installation. However, I will show you what you would need to do, and it's actually pretty easy. It's really not very complicated. But something important to keep in mind is the following. You have 3 cameras, as I mentioned. The front camera will record in 4K. The camera facing the interior of the cabin will record in 1080p high definition. And you have the rear camera, that one will record in 2K. Therefore, you're guaranteeing yourself high definition on all 3 recording cameras. Additionally, it uses Sony Starbiz 2 sensors for both the front and rear cameras. That guarantees great definition and high resolution, especially at night. Another important feature of this camera, which I'm showing you in the images, is this touchscreen. This touchscreen, besides having an appropriate size, allows you, as its name suggests, wait, it's not a touchscreen. Because I hate those tiny little buttons, complicated menus, where you almost have to press them with a pin, with a sharp fingernail, and if you don't have a nail, well, you just can't. This is a touchscreen, and simply by tapping or swiping you can go through the features, or you can switch from one camera to another, and I really like that. Another important thing you have with this camera is the built-in Wi-Fi. It's integrated to help you with that. Well, so you can transfer from the camera, not just depend on the memory card, but send it directly to your phone through the app to have those videos, those clips, directly on your cell phone and download them. It's actually pretty easy. Also, you can play them back, watch them whenever you want by accessing the app, and they get recorded there. And also, the naming convention, the way each video is automatically named, will indicate which one was recorded by the front camera. It's convenient to know which is recorded by the interior camera and which by the rear camera. Installing it in the vehicle is actually easy. I'm going to give you a demonstration of how it's done, but in POV style, POV with the camera here so you can see exactly what my eyes are seeing. And first you have to test it before placing it on the spot on the windshield where you're going to put it. You need to test it, and for that you use the adapter, the one that goes into the cigarette lighter. I already told you that it's important to understand that you can connect it to more than just the cigarette lighter. The simplest connection is to the cigarette lighter or to the 12-volt port in your vehicle, but you can also connect it to the fuse panel, and it comes with all the cables for installation. It also includes the instructions. If you have the knowledge to do it, you can do it here. Like I said, I can't make a permanent connection in this vehicle. We'll use the basic cigarette lighter connection, though I'm not sure if most people use it as their main connection. And well, you connect this to the 12-volt port in this vehicle. In this BMW, it's located here in the center console storage. Once you have it there, we're going to proceed to test the camera before sticking it up there on the windshield. It says power. You plug in the power cable, you connect it. We already have the first little light, a little blue or violet light. The little light shows we have power and are connected. It's on. Redtiger, truly peace of mind. For the purposes of the video, we're going to use it. Let's see if it has Spanish language. It should have it. Yes, there it is. It's Spanish, and let's set the New York time zone. And look, the camera is already on. The rear camera takes a moment. Of course, I haven't located it yet, but look, you can see there that the camera is working. So let's put it on the windshield. And on the camera screen, you can already see my image. Because the dash cam, the one facing the cabin, is right there. Well, you can't really see the image quality very well yet, but I'll be showing you some of the clips it records. All right, let's check the camera's position. I don't want to set the distance here itself. The good thing is that you can adjust the camera angle a bit. We can adjust it there. We have the camera, let's say, within our reach. There we can see that it's already recording the first clip. You have a card, a small 128GB card for storage. But remember that you can also use the app. The app also records all those clips, and this long cable is for the rear camera. This is your rear camera. We'll put it on the rear window. You need to remove this for it to record. And here you have the adhesive, and this is the long cable with double USB-C ends that goes from the rear camera to the front unit. And here you simply choose the spot where you're going to place it. We're going to place it in the center of the rear window, and then you proceed to connect the cable. And once you've run the cable from the rear camera, you connect it to the front unit, and there's the port, the connector. You just connect it there, and you should have the image from the rear camera. Let's check. There it is. The trees are from the front camera. Let's see. There's the front camera, the cabin camera, and the rear camera. But what about these cables? What do I do with them? Well, that's what this tool is for. Supposedly, in your vehicle, like I said, I can't do a permanent installation. I'm just doing this symbolically. But in your vehicle, you're supposed to be able to use this tool to hide the cable throughout your vehicle. I'm about to share another feature you'll love about the Redtiger F17 Elite. But before that, if you're enjoying the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel because a lot of people are looking for these accessories since they're interested and need them. And the way to share this information so that there are more options and better guidance is by liking the video. It's not just a way to support the channel, but also to help the community looking for accessories like this, so I invite you to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you very much. Let's continue with today's video. And here I am, let's say, in broad daylight. Even though it gets dark late here, it's 7:11 p.m. We still have daylight. Let's get behind this vehicle so we can see the definition. There, we have the 3 cameras recording each of the clips. I'm going to switch to the front camera simply by swiping. I'm going to get a little closer to that vehicle so you can see what the recording quality is like. It's recording 4K forward thanks to those Sony Starvis 2 sensors. And it's easy, let's say, when you need it, to be able to identify a vehicle's license plate. Obviously, here I'm going to ask my editor to, for editing purposes and all that, cover up some of the numbers on the license plate of the vehicle in front. But you'll be able to see how you can view a license plate during the day, right? And this is the actual image that the 4K camera gives you at night, both in the rear and in the cabin area. Look how nice the cabin area looks, just like the rear camera. I definitely really like this thing with the 3 cameras. I mean, filming inside the cabin, the rear camera, and the front camera, all in 4K definition. I think it's one of the most convenient features. You have the front, the interior, and the rear. A multi-camera system working for you. I mean, in a way, because they're recording absolutely everything. And if at any moment you happen to have an incident, there are a lot of bad people on the road. Sometimes they crash into you just to collect insurance. Well, the 3 cameras, I mean, it's almost impossible for them not to detect or not to be able to record both during the day and at night. And that's something really good. Also, as you may have seen at some moments in the recording, this has a time limit for how long it gives you the image. I mean, if you touch the screen, it will light up as we've seen, or as you've seen in the video. But there are moments when it's completely dark. Why? Because it can also be a distraction. All these screens you see in vehicles, in a way, some more aggressive than others, can cause some distraction. Well, this is so you don't have the screen permanently like that, let's say. When I touch it, that little light or that temptation for distraction is always there. So it goes into screensaver mode, right? Like on computers or phones. It goes black and really, well, it doesn't pose a risk of distraction, and that's important too. It's also recording audio continuously. Of course, don't expect the audio quality to be, let's say, the same as what your iPhone, your cell phone, or another professional camera could give you. No, but it's decent. You can hear and understand it. I'm going to switch to the camera's audio right now. At this moment, let's see. Camera audio. Testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you can see. All of this is audio from the camera. from a clip taken directly from the dashcam so you can hear the audio quality and have a reference for how it sounds. Now I want you to see the in-cabin camera during the day. And now we're going to move on to nighttime so you can see this Redtiger camera's great nighttime clarity. Here you can also see the definition and especially how it manages to record the license plates, or the tag as you call it in your country, of the vehicle in front of you. The definition is really quite good. Look at how well that sensor works at night. Look, here you can see exactly what the interior looks like on other cameras, like I mentioned at the beginning, other dash cams that I've had the chance to try. The camera that faces inward, the lens that films, that records the cabin, isn't that good? I mean, it just shows up as an image. Yes, you can distinguish what's there, but not with much clarity. Look at the difference in this image. I'm showing it to you precisely so you have a reference, which will be useful for a lot of people. I mean, I don't know if you're an Uber driver. I mean, there are people who work in jobs where they need a recording inside the cabin. Well, this is going to have good definition, and I think you'll be satisfied with the result. Now then, here's another one of the most important features, or the reason why a lot of people are going to buy this type of camera, because it's practically a surveillance system. When you turn off the vehicle, here, I'm going to turn it off. The camera, let's say, keeps recording. Obviously, to do this, you have to make the connection and activate the parking mode. And you do that when you connect it directly with the hardwire kit. That is, you connect it directly to the fuse panel. That's how it's done. And the camera, let's say, keeps recording even when the vehicle is turned off. If you have it in parking mode, it's a good feature that provides security. And that video quality, of course, can be affected by the lights, like the street lights on the road, the lighting of the environment itself, which can help improve it a bit. But anyway, you're seeing the quality of definition in a real scenario. I'm driving down an avenue at night. A typical avenue, let's say, it could be the same one you drive on. And you can get a good idea of what it looks like at night. How the definition is, both from the 2K rear camera, as well as the 4K front camera at night. What do you get when the Redtiger dashcam arrives? Well, let's do a quick unboxing so you can see how it's packed and what components it comes with. Alright, here's an overview. It includes the instructions. This is the tool for tucking the cables away inside your vehicle during installation. Here you have the connector that goes to your vehicle's cigarette lighter, and it also has a USB port. These are the rear camera connections. Here we have more small adhesive cable clips. And here you have the camera very well secured, let's say, with padding. We're going to take it out carefully. One of the cameras we have is your dash cam with a display, as we can see, quite large. This is your rear camera. You'll see how it has a USB connection with a pretty simple connection. This would be the camera that faces you, the camera that faces the interior. And here you have your front camera, the one that records in 4K resolution. And just for reference, look at the size of my hands and the proportions. And with this model, you'll also get this bag with more connections. Let's see what's inside here. Here you have your connections in case you want to connect it directly to the fuse panel. It comes with everything you need. Look, all the connections you need to make. Obviously, with the recommendation that you only do it if you have the proper knowledge. If not, you can always hire the services of someone who knows about vehicle electricity, a qualified electrician. Here, there are also more instructions for the wiring. If you want to see all three cameras at the same time, let's say, while you're driving, if that's what you want, well, it gives you that too. There's an option where, by swiping on the touchscreen, it shows you the three cameras. You can see what the front camera is recording, what the cabin camera is recording, and what the rear camera is recording. Very good. And you can also do it individually. I mean, you can split the screen.
Yeah.
You can also select or choose only the rear camera or only the front camera. And now I'm passing through a slightly darker area. There's not much lighting. There are even some street lights that are out. They're turned off. And there you can appreciate the level of detail it gives you, even in some slightly darker areas. And here we see the image quality on a sunny day, with plenty of natural light on a highway. So you can also see the quality of the image that this Redtiger F17 Elite gives you. Also, obviously, the image quality inside the cabin, since during the day it has to be very good. And there I also show you some parts, fragments of the video where you can see all the aspects. No, you've seen them at night, during the day with a slightly cloudy day, and also with a very sunny day. A beautiful day. What is he doing at that moment? What the image resolution looks like. By the way, important for those who are interested, Redtiger will be doing special promotions, for example, from June 1st to 21st, 2026. Depending on when you watch this video, there may be special Amazon promotions. You can use the on-screen video for Amazon. I will also leave it in the description of this video and also on the official website. You can use this other code. I'll also leave it there on the screen where you can get a special price. And finally, my conclusion. Honestly, I do think that, after having tested it, and like I said, compared to other dash cams that I've had the chance to review, this Redtiger F17 Elite really does have features that set it apart from other regular cameras. It already has full-color night vision, good definition inside the cabin. The 3 cameras, how they operate, how they work together, the overall image quality is quite good. I'll put that in the video description. Again, you can find the purchase links there if you're interested, so take a good look at them. And for now, well, if you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be waiting for you and see you in the next video. A big hug.